dudes in the draft too.
Well, what's it mean for you to be here in this moment and on this stage?
It's a huge blessing. It's unbelievable, surreal experience. I grew up watching the combine. Last year, got to watch Ricky and Wagner do the same thing, and always dreamed about being in this spot. Just to be here is such a big blessing, and I'm super excited.
How did Arkansas prepare you for the draft and for the NFL in general?
Well, first of all, we're in the SEC, so we're playing against the best of the best every single week. Having the confidence that, I've had success in this league, I can take it over to the next level. That's the biggest thing. The other thing is the coaching staff. You're an SEC team, you're going to have some of the best coaches in the nation, and they're going to get you right and teach you the techniques and the things that you need to take to the next level. So having the coaches and playing against the best players definitely would help me at the next level.
I know you played some guard, played some center. You mentioned learning from Ricky, guy that I talked to last year. What are some of the differences about moving positions, having to snap the ball, anything like that?
Yeah, biggest thing, obviously, snapping the ball. That's something at guard, I didn't have to worry about. I could just fire off the ball. Thought that played into my strength a little bit, being able to run off the ball as fast as I can on double teams, things like that. But center, you got a lot more help in the pass protection, especially against 4-down defenses. Sliding left, sliding right, you always got help a little bit. But yeah, the biggest thing is just snapping the ball, not having a lot of space between you and the nose guard to fire off. But love both positions. Played a lot of snaps at both positions, so comfortable with both.
Can you talk a little bit about just like scheme versatility? You feel like you're better suited for being in like more of a zone scheme, or better suited for being in a gap scheme at the next level?
Yeah, I like zone scheme. That's what we ran a lot at Arkansas. We threw some gap scheme in there too a little bit, but most experience is in zone scheme. That's what I'm comfortable with. Not to say I can't play gap scheme, but that's what we played the majority of, zone scheme.
Have you talked to the Steelers at all here in Indianapolis, or at all through the process?
I have. So the Coach Isaac Williams, assistant O-line coach of the Steelers, he was our coach at the Senior Bowl, so got to know him pretty well there. And then met with him, informal interview here as well. So,
awesome. How did that meeting go?
It was really good. It was kind of more relaxed because we already knew each other from the Senior Bowl. So he knew a lot about me. I know about him, so it's more relaxed. And
Arthur Smith, heavy outside zone guy. So you feel like you fit pretty good into that system?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, ran a lot of that at Arkansas, so definitely fit in there. So hopefully I can put up the numbers that I know I'm capable of, and be up towards the top. So.
You're obviously a guy, you said, a lot of experience. Like, what are some of the coaching points for you in terms of moving to center, about like running some of the wide zone stuff?
Yeah, so biggest thing is getting the second step in the grounds and picking up movement. That's the biggest thing. I trained with, or went over to film study with Travis Swanson, former center for Arkansas. Played in the NFL for a while. So before the season, during the season, met with him a lot, and he's showing me pointers here and there. What to look for on the back end, being able to see the whole entire defense, looking at linebackers where their alignment is, be able to see things before they're happening. So things like that, he really helped me out on a lot for the season.
Obviously a big difference, having to snap the football. You mentioned some of the 4-down front stuff that you guys saw in the SEC. When you're going up against like zero techs, guys that are right in your face, like what are some of the challenges or some of the things you do to kind of compensate for having to have that one hand on the ball, being off a little bit later than you would at guard?
Yeah, the biggest thing is you got to utilize that off hand. You're definitely at a disadvantage having to snap the ball first, and being single-handed almost at the snap of the ball. But then again, the snap count. So nose tackles typically the heaviest dudes on the field. It's a little more difficult. Like I say, you don't have space to get in there and fire off the ball. But as long as you got good technique and, like I said, utilizing that offhand, you can get yourself in a good position.
And just last question. Was just really curious about, if you're going into these meetings, you mentioned Steelers assistant offensive line coach. If you're trying to show them, all right, this is my best tape on film, this is what you need to look at to figure out what you're going to get at the next level, what tape are you showing them?
I'd say the Alabama game. That's my answer for everyone that's asked me that Alabama game. I'm proud of that game. Yes.